Alright guys, so let's jump right in and break down this trade. So let's just look at the overall landscape of what we're trading right now. We had this big drop right here on NQ. This was because of the Chinese AI and everything like that. So after a big drop like this, what am I looking for? Recovery. I'm looking for this the sell side of the curve. I'm looking for the buy side of the curve. Back up to this original consolidation or this new week open gap that we have right in here, right? So I'm bullish, right? So let's look on YM and let's look at the other draws and liquidity. Because when I trade, all I'm looking for is three things. I'm looking for a draw on liquidity, an area that price, a point of interest that will help me get to that draw of liquidity, and then finally I'm looking for my entry. So right here, we have this 4 hour high and this fair value gap. This is the next spot that I'm looking for price to come into. After I identify my draw on liquidity, I drop down to the 1 hour, 15 minutes to find my zone. As you guys can see here, we have this 1 hour fair value gap, right? So this was I took two trades today. I took a break even trade and then I had a winner. So the first trade was off this fair value gap as well. Let me show you guys that. Let me turn on my executions real quick. So this is my first trade in here. We came back into that fair value gap, tapped it, and then we have another fair value gap, tap it again. I'll show you the exact entry on the 15-second here. So we had to come back into this fair value gap, a BPR right here, entry right here, stop right below here, and I was going for this high. All right, so we got in, broke even right here, and that was the first trade. Valid trade, I'll take it again. We were really close to the draw on liquidity, so that's what I was looking for, right? Now, as for the second trade, what I was looking for after getting stopped out here was, okay, where is the next place that price is going to react from? It's not going to be in here. All of this now is just low resistance liquidity. And then we have this low right in here, which just happens to be right above true day open. Let me go on to the 15 minutes so you guys can see. So this low right here was put in right above the true day open, right above this volume imbalance and the fair value gap that we were looking at before. Whenever we have a low or a high being put in above or below true day open or a point of interest or anything, that's a really strong indication that price is going to come back to that area, take out the liquidity at that area, and then reverse back in the direction that we want it to come in. So right when it comes back down here, I'm looking for price to start moving up. And on top of that, what I like to do is I like to trade the charts kind of as one. I'm talking about the three indices. So we have NQ, ES, and YM. So while YM was coming down here, we also had NQ was coming below its Asia's low. And this was my point of interest on NQ, where I was looking for longs from, right here. So while YM was coming and taking all those lows, NQ also came below this low, and ES did as well. And I was looking for entries over here, but I just ended up taking it on YM. So as for the actual entry, we have the 15-second. This is the bread and butter. If you guys want high RR, you guys have to go down to the 15-second and start sniping the plays. So let's zoom in and see exactly what the entry was. So we have a little bit of chop. This isn't a break of structure, so I'm not taking it. And then we have a break of structure right here. And then we have our fair value gap right here. My entry was on the top of the fair value gap, and my stop loss was wherever the body of the 1 minute was, or this wick. And then I was targeting the high because my draw on liquidity is higher. It's this high from right here, and it's this fair value gap. So I ended up just targeting here. White low things, the same thing as targeting up there, but that's what I ended up targeting. And that played out for about 6R. So yeah, that's a good trade. Played out for about 6R. So the key takeaways I want you guys to take away from this is about the highs and lows above or below key areas and POIs. Today, my main confluence was just this low being put in right above the true day open and then this volume imbalance that was over this way. So having that put in just gave me so much confidence to be confident taking this trade. So So that's the main thing I want you guys to take away from this video. On top of that, I also want you guys to take away just trading all the pairs in tandem, trading all the instruments in tandem. So just looking at NQ and ES and just kind of just looking at NQ and ES and just, you know, taking into consideration where they are in price and what that means for the other pairs. So you're looking at NQ. What does NQ's position say about ES, or what does YM's position say about NQ? You guys get the point. But anyways, though, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys took something away from this, and keep doing you, man. Peace.